about Proc Report. This is very important concept. Without this concept, you can't work in a real-time scenarios. 110% I'm 100% guarantee, 110% guarantee that without this procedure, you can't work in a real-time scenarios. So the primary objective of a SAS programmer is to generate tables, listings and charts. Okay, either it is a table or it is a listing. Compulsory we have to use Proc Report to present the table in the required format. Okay, right. So Proc Report. So this is actually training material from the SAS Institute itself. So the author is Tim Hunter. This material is very easy and you can understand it very clearly. Fine. So now Proc Report is mainly used. Proc Report is mainly used to present the result in different styles or formats, whatever it is. Different styles or formats, whatever it is. Okay, right. So now actually in a real-time scenarios, how the things will be is, see, I'll show you here. Project 1, 2, 3, project add up. Test, practice, folder, sample test, XYZ. I think I have not copied here, but still. I think we have deleted it here. This can't be. This can't be. Okay, fine. So somebody has deleted here, but still, if you understand, we have different types of shells. Okay, we have different types of shells. Just a minute, I'll show you. So this is your SAP here. Okay, so in a real-time scenarios, this is your SAP. Based on your shells and SAP, you need to generate outputs. That output should be generated in which style, in which format. Okay, that formats will be presented in shells, mock shells. So now if I go for page 13, so here you have all your titles, all these shells. So now here if you see, disposition of subjects. So disposition of subjects means here you have to get disposition, here all subjects, here you see you need a underline here. Generally in proc print you will not get this, you will get this only this way, but here you want one space extra. Okay, you want one space extra. This is your report, you need a top line, you need a bottom line here. Okay, below that you should get titles, footnotes, all these things. So this is title and this is footnotes, right? And here you should get like this, available population. Under that you have to we have to present all cohort 1, cohort 2. Okay, so this is one report style. Okay, this is one report style. Another one also you can see here, there are no treatments, like there are only simple things here. Protocol completions, subjects who completed the study. This is your protocol deviations. Okay, so this is your again population safety. Here again you have the same layout, same format. And if you observe here, after age, n is having one space. 5 spaces, 2 spaces is something you are having here. So likewise you have to generate your report. Okay, so these are the different styles for generating your report. All these reports are generated using the procedure Proc Report. Okay, all these reports are generated using the procedure Proc Report. So this is your real-time project 2. Okay, in future you are going to work on these shells, these tables, etc. Fine. So now proc report. Okay, so proc report, if you are not using any options, your proc report is nothing but your simple proc print. So if you do proc print, what happens? It will give you your variables and observations. If you are giving any titles, it will present your title. Otherwise, no. Right. So here I am applying my title and I am using my proc report. Okay, fine. Oops. Where is this? Sas is not opened, huh? Okay. Right. So now, if I run this program, proc report data equal to sas help dot class. Okay. Proc report data equal to sas help dot class. So if I run this program, you can see. Okay. So whenever you are using proc report, automatically it will generate the report in a separate tab called proc report. Okay, automatically it will generate the result in a separate tab called proc report. Now I don't want to create specifically a new tab called proc report. I wanted to see my results in a output window itself. So now in this case what I can do is I have an option called no WD. No WD means for proc report it is creating a separate window and it is displaying the results, right? So whenever I am writing no WD, no window, I don't want separate window. Okay. So now if I run this program, you'll get all your results in a output window. Okay. Right. Next, using the column statement. Okay. Using the column statement. So in a column statement, it specifies the column order. I mean to say which variable you have to present first, which variable you have to present next. So that order you can give in the column statement. And you are using column statements, you can define your spanning headers. So just now I have shown you here, see, I want all population, just now I told you, right? See here all population, under that all cohorts, I have shown you here. See, available population, under that you want all cohort 1, cohort 2. Now if you wanted to generate your report in this style, you have to use the concept called column statement. So here we have to use the concept called spanning headers. Okay, we have to use the concept called spanning headers. Suppose if you wanted to present the text for entire columns, here you can see, right, sex, age, name, height, weight. If you wanted to present a specific text for entire columns, so immediately you have to write your column statement, write that text. Okay, so now I'll show you here, see. First thing, if you don't want any spanning headers, simply you can use your normal column statement. But if you want spanning headers, okay, then we have to use the text here. So after column statement, so first of all I am writing my data is equal to sashelp dot class. Means first of all it will print your text here, data is equal to sashelp dot class. Okay, under this it will try to give sex, age, name. Okay, under that it is giving sex, age, name. Again after name you are starting a bracket here. Okay, after name again you are starting a bracket here. So in brackets what are you giving? Measurements, height, weight. Means it will give you an additional text called measurements. In that measurements it will consider height, weight. So and here I have two open brackets, I have to close with two close brackets. Okay, so now if I run this program, so I will write better no WD. Okay, you can see here, so data is equal to sashelp dot class. So measurements you are getting a separate, and in measurements you are getting height, weight. So same like your requirement in your project, correct? Okay, fine. So this is about your column statement. Okay, fine. Next, define statement. So after column statement we have define statement. Order. So whatever the order you wanted to present in your output, you have to present that order in column statement. Okay, right. So now define statement. Usually one for each column in the report. Usually one for each column in the report. Right. So for one column means nothing but column is nothing but variable. Both are same, right? So for one column, one define statement controls the appearance of column. Okay, it will control the appearance of your column. Specifies how a variable is used in the report. Specifies how a variable is used in the report. Okay, fine. So define statement, what it will do? Usually one for each column in the report. Okay, usually one for each column in the report. Next one is controls the appearance of the column. So if you wanted to apply any formats, if you wanted to change different styles, so you can do it in your define statement. So specifies how a variable is used in the report. How you will use this variable in the report, you can specify here. So the syntax here you can see is proc report data equal to sas help dot class. And in your column statement you will write your variable 1 2 3. Okay, right. Okay, fine. Next, define column 1, column 2. So could define column 1 options, how you wanted to present this column 1. Okay, right. So this is the syntax here. Next one, these are all the options available in define statement. So variable usage, you can see, right? Specifies how a variable is used in the report. So this is our variable usage. First one is display. This is default. Whenever you are mentioning a variable in column statement, by default that variable will be printed and it will display the result. Display, this is the default. Order, sort the rows. Order, sort the rows. Group, consolidate observations into groups. Group, suppose 101 visit 1 28 degrees, so 101 visit 2 32 degrees, 101 visit 3. So like every time instead of printing 101 every time, you can make it as a group. Means 101 will repeat only one time, and after that 102 will repeat only one time. So that is the option group. And next one is analysis. Calculate a statistic. Suppose if you wanted to calculate some basic descriptive statistics, you can calculate in proc report level also using the option analysis. Computed. If you wanted to derive any variables, generally all your derivations will be carried in data step only. Okay, Normally we don't do any derivations in proc step, but using proc report you can also derive a variable using the option computed. Next one is across. It classes your variables in the column dimension. Across means nothing but it becomes transpose type. Okay, across means it's nothing but it becomes transpose type. Okay, fine. So now we will have an example for each and every option. Okay, we will have an example for each and every option so that it will be easy for you, right? So display is by default, I told you, right? Fine. So now order variables, ordering the rows. So now I'm taking this. Okay. I have to use my option no WD, then it will be clear. Right. So now here if you see, defining how it is showing here, you can see here. So here proc report data equal to class. Okay, column statement what I am using, I want the variables sex, age, name. So if you see the order of your output is also same, sex, age, name. Okay, and after that I want a spanning header. Okay, after that I want a spanning header. So now measurements, height, weight. So these are all the variables which you wanted to present in your variable names or headings, whatever it is. Define sex, age. Okay, so sex and age we are defining it, and you are ordering it. Ordering means what it will do? It will sort all your rows. Okay, it will sort all your rows with respect to sex and age. Right. Next one, define name, weight. Means here, see, whenever you are writing this double hyphen, okay, whenever you are writing this double hyphen from the sex to age. So now I have to tell you one point here. See, so if suppose if I wanted to create V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. Suppose if I wanted to create 5 variables here. Okay, if I wanted to create 5 variables here, so what I will do is I'll write simply input V1 to V5. You can do this. So Sas automatically takes the variables variable 1, variable 2, variable 3, variable 4, variable 5. Okay. So likewise, suppose if you have 3 variables or 4 variables A, B, C, D. So if you wanted to select all your variables from A to D, you will write like this: A double hyphen D. Means it will count from A to all B, D. From starting A, it will end with D. Okay. So now if you observe my define statement here, sex to age means these two variables, so starting from sex to age, I wanted to display in order, and after that name to weight. Okay, name to weight, name, height, weight, it will consider all your variables, and it will apply the option display. Okay, so hope you understood what is this double hyphen here. Okay, hope you have understood what is double hyphen here. Fine. Fine. So now I just run this program. Fine. So you can see the measurements here. So first of all, you are getting all your female records, and again in female your age variable is sorted. So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, 15 you have 2 observations here. And male also 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, you have 16 observations. Sorry, 16 age. Right. So this is about your option sex, age, order and display. So first two options are covered, right? Fine. Next one, group. Next one is group. Okay. So age, what it will do? It will group all your age. It will group all your age. After that, again it will group all your sex. So how many categories are there in your variable sex? It will group. And after that, n will give you total number of observations with respect to these groups. Okay. So now n is nothing but total number of observations with respect to these groups. So first of all, age. So 11 years it has become a group. In this 11 years age group, again you have sex as a group. Sex means male, female. So how many observations are there? Female 1 observation is there, male 1 observation is there. So now if I run this program, again I have to use no WD. Right. So if I run this program, you can see here. So 11 years, female 1, male 1. So actually we have multiple observations here, but all those observations we are converting into groups with respect to age and with respect to sex. And finally we are defining n. N gives the total number of observations in that specified group. Right. So now 12 years females you have 2 persons and males you have 3 persons. Okay. So total if you count n, it should be 19. Just check it out. 19? Yeah, total number of observations are there 19 in SAS help.class. So your n should be 19. Fine. So here you are defining your variable like this. See, n means you wanted to display this column name as n. So if you wanted to give, you can give count. So what it will do? It will display it as count. Okay, right. Here this capital N is total number of observations. That is converting into blue, right? It's a statement there. It's a SAS word. Format is equal to 2 dot. What does it mean? You can take 2 characters into this variable. So if you are writing 2.1, what it will do? Total 2 characters out of which 1 decimal place it will take. If you are writing 4.2, what it will do? Total 4 observations out of which, sorry, total 4 characters out of which you want 2 decimal places. Okay, right. Fine. Format 2 point means 2 values you will get. It will take 2 places. So here you have value 1, 2, 3, right? So this count, this variable length we are talking about is 2 characters you will get. If you are writing 4.2, see. So if you are writing 4.2, how it will display, see. So total 4 characters out of which 2 decimal places. Okay. So likewise you are defining how you wanted to display this variable value. Okay. So simply I am writing 2 dot. If somebody wants decimal place and all, you can do that using your format option. Okay. Next one, analysis. So using analysis, you can calculate a statistic. You can calculate a statistic for group of observations, for the group of observations represented by a cell in the report. Okay, so I wanted to display only average mean. Okay, I wanted to display average mean. Okay, so in this case what I need to do, I have to perform average for your variable height and variable weight. Okay, so now I just take this program, you can see here. Okay, define sex group. So previously we have seen here, right? Previously we have seen sex and group, right? So previously we have seen age, after that sex, but now we are writing sex and group. So your variable sex, first of all female. So in female, again you are having different age groups. Female you are having 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, all these things. And we have counts also. Define n. N gives you total number of observations. Okay, fine. So up to here you are familiar. How your report will be, up to here you are familiar, correct? Okay. So before running these two defined statements, I'll show you here. Okay. So before running these two defined statements, how your value will be, I'll show you here. So here, before running this, first of all, what it is doing? It is doing your age first. It is doing your sex first, right? So females 11 years. So if you are changing the order of your variables, your output is changing here, you can see. Okay, so first of all it is presenting your variable sex. Okay, in sex female, how many age group are there? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So males how many are there? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Here females 11 years age group, how many are there? 1. For females 12 years age group, how many are there? 2. I wanted to calculate average height and average weight of people who are female and having 12 years age group. I wanted to calculate average height and average weight. Okay, so this you can do using your Proc report. Okay, I'll show you. See. Fine. So here I am defining my variable height and weight. Here I am defining my variable height and weight. Define height, analysis mean. So define height slash analysis mean means for this variable height it will calculate mean. So that I wanted to display as mean weight. Actually here it is replaced, interchanged. Mean height. So format equal to 6.1. So define weight, analysis mean weight, format equal to 6.2. Okay, fine. Generally weight we take only 1 decimal, height we take 2 decimal places. Okay, fine. So now I just run this program, see. I just run this program, see. Here if you see females 11 years age group, okay, females 11 years age group, how much weight it is calculated? 51.3. So you can say this is also 51.3 only. So females 12 years age group, how many are there? 2 people are there. Okay, their average height is 58.05, average weight is 80.8. Females 13 years age group, how many are there? 2 people are there. So their average height is 60.90, average mean weight is 91.0. Okay, so now simply if you are changing the order, see here if you are simply changing the order, what happens? It will change your entire layout. See here 11 years female male, 12 years female male, 13 years female male, 14 years female male. So for 16 years you have only males. So if you are changing the order, this is the output value. Previously you got all your females, males one side. But if you want all combined it together, so you just need to change the order of your column statement. That's it. Okay, right.
So if I want to display one particular age group on years and 13 years.
You will write where condition. Okay, fine. Okay, this is your mean height, mean weight. So this is your analysis. This is the option analysis. And next one is across. Next one is across. Proc report data equal to Sas help dot class. Okay, now column age n means after age I want n. After that I have sex, weight, mean. Okay, so these are all the values which I wanted to mention in your report. So first thing what I am doing is define age slash group. So what happens? It will turn age into categories. 11 years age group, how many are there? It will give count. 12 years age group, how many are there? It will give you the count. Okay, fine. Next one, what it will do? Here 11 years, suppose you will get like this. 11 years, 1 people are there. 12 years, 2 people are there. Like this you will get count. Correct? 13 years, you will get, suppose 2 people are there. Now here age is done, n is done. Define sex. Actually in your previous case your sex variable is a column here. Okay, across means this vertical row, this vertical column, it will convert into row. Means here it will give sex like this. Here see, here it will give sex like this. In this you will get a category male female or female male. So in these categories you are going to define your weight variable. In these categories you are going to define your weight variable. 11 years age group 1, so you are having some 10 weight suppose. So here you have 10. So only one, right? Either it can be male or female. Okay, here when I give only one, it can be only one observation, either it is male or female. One value will be missing. Here I am writing 3. So here I am writing 10 here, 12 here. You are getting this average weight 10 from one observation or 2 observations. How you will find? Okay, I'll show you the output here. See, here you can see 11 years age group are there, 2 people are there. 50.5, 85. 12 years age group, 5 people are there. So 80.75. This 80.75 you have observed from 3 observations or 4 observations or 1 observation. Like this, whenever you are doing this 80.75 is based on how many observations. If you are having female count, then only you will understand how many observations you will have. So previously here, if you see, here females are there, 2 people are there, females. So you are getting this average weight as 58.2. You are getting this average from 2 observations. But here you are getting an average of 80.75. From how many observations you are getting this? It will be difficult for you to understand from how many observations this average is calculated. But still, if you want to calculate only average and you are not worrying about total number of observations, that is fine. We can use your across option. Okay, right. So now I just run this program. You can see. So 11 years, 2 count, 50.5, 85. 12 years, 5 count, 80.75, 103.5. So out of this 5, how many are males, how many are females? If anybody asks me, I don't know. And this 80.75 has been generated using 2 observations or 3 observations or 4 observations. I don't know. Okay, so using this across option, you can give your values across, but at the same time it will be a bit difficult to understand based on how many observations this average is calculated. So most of the cases we don't use the option across. Okay, fine. Now next option is break statement. Next option is break statement. So after break statement, you will get totals also. Here you can see for females how much total it will do total for all your numeric variables. So total height 545.3, total weight 811, so total age 119. Okay, so if you don't want this, you will not write it. So whenever you are using the option summarize page, okay, so whenever you are using the option summarize page, then you will get this totals. Okay, fine. So this option is called break after. Break after means you are classifying your variable sex here, right? So with respect to sex, it will form categories. Okay, with respect to sex, it will form categories. So once your last observation is done in category 1, it will break and next will store in next value. So here you can see here. So all your female categories has done. After that it has broken up and male categories and its totals. So totals you are getting because you are using the option summarize page. Next one is compute statement. Next one is compute statement. Right. So compute statement, what it will do? As I told you, if you wanted to do some derivations, if you wanted to derive few variables, generally most of your derivations we do it in data step only. But still in your proc step also you can derive a variable using the option compute. Okay. So now compute statement, what it will do? It denotes a group of statements. It denotes a group of statements that proc report executes to build the report. It computes the values of variables. Compute is nothing but it calculates the value of variables. And you can also insert your custom text. You can also insert your custom text. Right. Adds ODS style attributes or hyperlinks. Adds ODS style attributes or hyperlinks. We have done ODS, right? So ODS, PDF in proc report, sorry, in proc print, we have done all these ODS statements. Okay, right. So now compute statement. Okay, compute statement. So this is very routine. So we are writing from here. M height, M weight. Right. So now here, this is your proc report. Data equal to sas_help.class, no WD. I wanted to calculate new variable. Okay, I wanted to create a new variable and compute its values. Okay, fine. So now column sex, age, and I have normal variables height, weight. Okay, but I wanted to convert these values. So for example, if you see height we have in meters, I wanted to convert it to centimeters. Okay, weight we have in pounds, I wanted to convert it into kgs. Okay, fine. So now what I want to do, I have to modify these values. Okay, so now here define height to weight, display no print, because these are your original values. I don't want to display these values. Agree? Okay, whenever we are using the option no print, it will not print these variables. It will not print these variables. It will display, but it will not print these variables. If you are not printing these variables, it will not be displayed in your proc report output. Define m height. So what is m height? Here I am writing the option computed. Okay, m height is computed, means we are calculating this variable. This is a calculated variable. Format is equal to 6.2, height in centimeters. And m weight is also value, computed value. So the format here is 5.2 and this is weight in kgs. Now I am writing the formula for m height and m weight. I am writing the formula for m height and m weight. Compute m height. Okay, I am computing value for m height. M height is equal to height into 2.54. So m height is equal to height into 2.54. End compute. End compute means your height variable is calculated now, created now. Compute m weight. M weight is equal to weight into 0.45. Okay, end weight. And finally run. Okay, so you are defining this variable. Where is this variable value coming from? Computation. That computation I have defined here. Okay, so now simply I just run this program. See, now you got all your values, height in centimeter, weight in kgs. If you are writing name also, you will get name here. I will write name also. So this is your name value. So Alfred, male, 14 years age group. So converted weight is 175.26. Converted weight in kgs is 51.03. Okay, right. So this report is looking good now. Fine. So any questions from this? Modified height, modified weight. Just for your understanding purpose, I have written m height, m weight there. That's it. This is variable name. You can give your own name, not an issue. So up to this is fine. This is all not required for you. Routine and all. So you know ODS styles, right? So ODS styles, what we do? We simply write ODS RTF file is equal to D drive test word dot RTF. SAS uses the style RTFs, right? ODS RTF close. You'll get this in a Word document. Okay? You'll get this concept in a Word document. So simply you have to add ODS RTF. Path is equal to, that's it. Okay? So if you are having that spanning headers and also everything, it will come into everything, every report you can convert it into a RTF, PDF, anything. Okay? So this ends your proc report. Adds ODS. Okay, it is doing ODS also. This ends your proc report. Any questions from proc report? You have to do lot of practice in proc report. Unless or until you are doing lot of practice, you can't survive in a real-time scenarios. Okay, whatever the data it is, you should be in a position to display in whatever the style your client is asking. Okay, fine. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I can end this session.